Hey guys, what's up? That was a terrible joke, I'm sorry. Anyway, I normally wouldn't make a video on patch notes, but these are some pretty good patch notes for once. So without further ado, let's get into it, because I don't want to make this video too long, and I'll explain things on the way. New hero, not going to look too much into him. Basically, he's Viking sent. Relies a lot on out of stamina pressure. I mean, not like current scent, but more like the ideal design of scent. But let's see. Let's go into the the bread and butter of fuck. Let's go into bread and butter of what's so good about this patch. Now, basically, people have to learn how to actually play the game now. What we have here is three major changes that are going to change the way, especially how 1v1s are played at the moment. Now, just like in guard roll, the dodge roll, unlock roll is now in the same guard break vulnerability, as you can see down here. Unlocking to escape combat is slower but more dangerous before. This proves that Ubisoft knows the problems with For Honor, and for whatever reason has not fixed them up until now. They are completely aware of all the issues, because I'm confident that all you viewers here watching this video right now were not aware how problematic it is to walk away from people because of how fast you can like go from sprinting just going out of lock. So the fact that they're doing something about this, I don't know if it'll work to the extent it needs to, but the fact that they're doing something about it is really good. Now this one is one of the best ones, and I just gotta say this.
To all of you who rolled fucking S key and are trashed the game, get fucked, idiot.
Yeah, that's all. So this is good. Oh, I'm so happy, dude. Finally, after 3 years, they fixed locked movement. This is gonna fix so many interactions in the game, and the other two alone are gonna make so many characters so much better. You have no clue. Now, another thing that I noticed here is they standardize roll distances, which is, I guess, kind of cool. So that means that, you won't have as much, like they mentioned here, Highlander, Raider, and Shaman. Those are going to be changed too. Hopefully that works well now, especially that unlock roll was our guard break vulnerable at their startup, so that's good. Now here's the first character changes we have with this patch notes. These are pretty cool. I think it is, at least. Now, they reduced the stamina cost for one move, whatever, Deep Gouge and Dagger Cancel have slightly less recovery. I guess I would have never noticed. It would just be easier to make dash cancels for everything instead of just reducing flat recovery numbers like this. And it would make more counterplay interactions between two characters, but I digress. Deflect attack branches into riposting stab at 266 MS. Now this is another thing I noticed a lot with this patch is they're doing a lot of things in sub-third intervals. What I mean by that is 33 MS differences between the old move and what it is now with this patch, which is what they did with Raider stun tap on his release, and everyone threw a big fit about it. And I think this is proof here of that. You'll see a lot more of that as we go on. Slipping Lunge is now undodgeable. Slipping Lunge was the running guard break, I believe, and they increased the distance of it. I think this will make a very interesting interaction with the new rolls with guard break vulnerability. So if you're trying to run from a PK and somebody else ganking, she's going to fucking yeet over to you and get some pretty hefty punishes, because she's going to get 38 damage off her guard break, and then whatever heavy the teammate can throw in at the end. And they increased their light damage by 1. Whatever, I think most 500 MS light should be 15 damage at the least. Now we have Orochi here. Ooh, I can hear fucking Redditor screaming right now. So, they increased the top light opener is now 466 from 500, and they reduced its damage from, I think that's 22 total to 18. And the finishers are now slightly faster, which is good, because I don't see the point of having a reactable chain finisher when you have an unreactable light within it. But whatever. They reduced all his recoveries. Cool. That's always fine. I don't know what this means, honestly. I think this is just, they made his hitboxes wider on his side attacks. Riptide can now chain on miss. I don't know why Riptide's still a light parry, but this is a good change for in that one niche instance that you do with it and go into recovery. Zone attack is now 466 MS. So wait, is this basically pre-work Orochi's gimmick? Like top light and zone being the fastest moves from neutral? I don't know, man. For the people who are immediately fucking brain hemorrhaging over the Orochi changes here because of council, blah blah blah, this will make literally no difference to you. I'm telling you that right now. This is, I don't know who they'll make a difference for, even if it'll make a difference for even higher level players. Like it would probably be intended to. But yeah. If anything, balancing for council would mean making offense read based and not on reaction. So I don't know why people say that slowing down things balances for council. This is balancing for council. Zone attack recovery down by 100 MS. Like, what? I don't know what that's supposed to do, honestly. Like, the zone attack recovery for Orochi is atrocious. I don't know if 100 MS makes the difference. That's all I gotta say. 4 dodge light attack is now 566 MS. Oh, guys, the free light parry is slightly less of a free light parry. Whatever. With these changes, Orochi should be a bit more powerful in 1v1 with a faster light attack and zone. Yeah, sure. He's gonna be way up there, bro. I highly doubt that. Alright, but these ones for Nobushi are a lot more intriguing. First of all, they seem to reduce a lot of damage across the board, but I'm gonna read through them in order, not get ahead of myself. Alright, let's see here. Nobushi bleed now stacks. Okay, interesting. Reduce bleed damage to 12 from 20. Bleed duration is unchanged. What does that mean? Are you talking about Way of the Shark? Because the Way of the Shark modifier is 20%, so... And I don't know any move that's specifically 20 damage. So maybe that's what they mean? I don't know, it's these weird fucking Ubisoft descriptions. Cobra Strike. Dodge now branches to Cobra Strike from 200 MS to 400 MS. From 100 MS to 300 MS. That's a odd change, okay. And they did the same thing for Sidewinder as well. And reduced its recovery, so you don't need to dash cancel it as early, I guess. Because like if you just let the Sidewinder whiff, it's unsafe, even with blocked. So you have to dash cancel onto another one. But I don't think that will change at 1000 MS recovery, as opposed to 1300. Sidewinder recovery now branches to dodge, retreating viper, and kick, starting at 5 MS. That is a really good change. Now, if you didn't know this before, with Sidewinder, you'd have to wait for this whole entire 13 MS recovery to chain a kick. Before it didn't work as a recovery cancel. Now it does, so that's really cool. Sidewinder recovery now branches the hidden stance, starting at 5 MS. So I guess this is, you can use this as like a recovery cancel. I don't know, because as you see here, they made hidden stance guard breakable. So I'm not sure about the practicality of all these changes. I'm sure a better Nobushi player knows the nuances of them. Yeah. Kick now 566 MS. Woo, big changes. What is this? Hidden stance does not stop stamina regeneration for 4s anymore. What does that mean? Does it mean it doesn't do it in 1s? I think that's very vague. Unless they mean it's intended to be a change that's centered around 4s. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Light attack from hidden stance now hides the first 100 MS of attack. Okay, so this is basically like the Raider stun tap mechanic. But as you can see here, I don't know if this is a good change, what they did later with the as you'll see here, they can't you can't hidden stance cancel light attacks anymore. So I'm not sure what the point of this is, because it's just going to be something where good players are just going to parry the lights out of hidden stance anyway. It's not going to make a difference to them. Whereas if you have the cancel still, you could probably bait people because it would be an unreactable, mix-up. I mean, it would still be reactable to shift your guard towards the indicator and then change guards if it's not that one. Like if he feints it into another light. So it would just make it not a free parry is all. So I'm not sure if that was a good decision. I do think these are probably temporary changes, and they'll probably make a full Nobushi rework eventually. There's no way this is the final one, I would say. And for those of you who are whining about how your character is basically ruined or dead or something, I'm sure the same applies for Shinobi as well. We'll go into that in a second. Now, they did make all the light finishers 500, which is a godsend for once. Holy shit, those were probably like some of the worst chain lights in the game before. They made all the opening lights 500, except, there used to be a top one that was 600 that did apparently 18 damage? Oh, I thought it was 17. Whatever. And she used to have 12 damage side lights too, so those are all 15. That's really cool. And yeah, they reduced a lot of damage across the board. So this move right here, Swift Recoil, was useless. Basically, it was a free backstep after you block something, and it had a stamina cost. So you'd accidentally press it, go out of stamina, and the best part was, if the opponent was in chain, a lot of chain attacks used to track you as you went backwards, so you just take damage that you couldn't do anything about. So, yeah, it's a good thing they removed Swift Recoil. It was very, very useless and hurt you more than helped. Here's some changes I did not expect, though. We have some Valkyrie changes. Finally, away from 24 Heavy Gang, now into 28 Heavy Gang. It's better. I'm not going to be too pessimistic about it. It's definitely where it should be now. Sweep Recovery is now 700 MS from 1200 MS. Ah! Holy fuck, dude. I'm so glad this happened. Removing the Revenge Lock after the Sweep Punish, I don't know about that, though. That's a little stupid. Shield Tackle, backwards movement reduced by half a meter from a meter half. I guess that means she's using a guard break, or she doesn't get as much advantage backstepping. That's a good change. You'll see that with another character as I move on. Shield Tackle Strike is now 400 MS from 500 MS. That's an interesting change. For the people out there who get scared at the big 400 numbers, she's backstepping. Take this into account. So it's not going to be as fast. It's going to take time for her to move towards you, so it won't feel as fast as like a 400 MS bash. I'm just saying that right now. It's just maybe probably usable from neutral in some way, shape, or form. Zone attack recovery reduced. Honestly, they should just give her a new zone. I really don't like the current one. Reduced shield crush dodge window from 200 MS from 300 MS. I'm not sure how that works. Does that mean it tracks more to catch the dodge early? I'll have to see that in action to understand it. Shinobi changes. Oh, I know we waited a long time for this character to be neutered, but I'm sure they'll make more finalized changes to Shinobi, and this is not his final iteration. First of all, they gave him the same reflex as everyone. They fixed the fucking range guard break bug where he would grab people out of Revenge. That's been here for since he's been out, I think. Only has hit frames for 400 MS from 600 MS. I think this means this is the stun window for slide tackle. So that means that teammates can't get as much damage, and it's no longer Revenge Lock. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't like Revenge Lock being removed. Unless they have some plans for some insane Revenge overhaul, I'm not a big fan of these changes. They removed Uninterruptible, off everything, just about. Which, if this was the final iteration of Shinobi, I wouldn't have done this and just kept this move the same speed. I would definitely sped some things up, there's obviously more plans for Shinobi because there's no way this is the final iteration of him. And even if it is, he's been so problematic for a long time, and his offense literally won't be any different either way after this. He's still going to have, a kick that will never land, and 500 MS lights at best for offense that do a lot of damage. Which, speaking of, none of his damage has changed, so he still aids in that regard. And, yeah. This is another really important change to notice, too. Sickle Rain. This is really good, too, because Sickle Rain used to confirm so much damage. You could get 50-something damage from the Sickle Rain itself, and then maybe 2 heavies from a teammate. That's bigger gank than any character in the game right now. Wow. They also, I know it's not listed here, but they fixed the zone thing, too, where his zone could be used as an option select to beat super armor, hyper armor moves, etc. Warden. Oh, I did not expect this. Top heavy finisher now has 800 MS miss recovery. I don't know why they can't just make it so you can dash cancel into a shoulder bash after his finishers. They're already pretty much useless at the moment. So, but less recovery, always better. Not going to be the stickler. Kensei. These are really good now. They finally did the most basic changes they need to do to Kensei for several seasons. He can finally use side lights that don't do 12 damage. That's about it. That's all I needed. Oh, God. Tiandi. Now, these look like some really nice recovery reductions, but like I said, I don't know if these will change the way Tiandi plays. I think they're good changes, but I do feel like you still need... I would rather have, at least, dash cancels on most of these heroes. I would not even mind them in combination with changes like this, because recovery in For Honor is stupid, but they seem to have been making some conscious changes to making them better, so that's good. Lawbreaker. Side heavy finishers are now 800 MS. So that's like a Warlord heavy finisher speed. Demon's Embrace healing lowered to 20. Honestly, with how potentially strong the new changes to Shigoki could be, with dodge rolling being reduced, they should really maybe put this down more. Hopefully numbers are yet to change again still. I don't think the Demon's Embrace mix-up is still unreactable, but I think for most people it's going to be a lot harder to deal with without the ability to just roll from it and negate it every time. And just like I predicted in my other video about the changes to defensive moves, they reduced the backwards movement on Sifu Boys. So that gives them less of a kind of a double dodge aspect. Aramusha now has 1.75 meter forward movement in his heavy finisher feints. So these are deadly feints. I'm not sure if this will prevent backstepping deadly feint. Either way, I don't think deadly feint, even if it was unbacksteppable on every occasion, would be a very good offensive tool. It's really just the shittier 4MS chain light that does more damage. It's harder to get in chain. You can't do a heavy from the same direction, so you can't mully people. Like, you can't mix up between the light and heavy. So if you're just good enough to parry on Indicator, you can shut down Aramusha. So that's my one problem, but it took them so long just to fix this alone. I'll be happy with it. Just fuck off. Black Fire has Optiselect Zone now. That's really, really cool, actually. And so does Hitakiri, even though I guess 200 MS worked as well, but these are really cool changes. I like this. And feet nerf. Holy shit. Thank God. Inspire cooldown increased. Second wind nerf. Oh. I think there needs to be more done to it at the moment, but doubling its cooldown is definitely a good start. And I hope with all these patch notes, they are just basic things they're kind of testing over time, and that they plan on moving other things. I know it's 3 years in the game, and they could have done this ages ago, but I'm just glad they're doing shit like this now. And yeah, Tough as Nails is also nerfed. Shit. So that would be 35 health from... Wait, is it a multiplier? I never knew that, actually. I thought it was just flat 35 health. Oh, okay, then. I'm not sure what it's going to be then. But that's good. I always thought that, like, just massive health pool is, compared to other heroes, is just a crutch because you can make more mistakes. So this is coming from a Warlord main, so I'm glad that's going to be somewhat taken care of. Body count. Holy shit. Thank God. I still think there needs to be something more to it, like a cooldown so you can't sit in mid all game. But this will help a little bit more. It's not going to change the meta still, but yeah, that's good. Alright, let's look at the map changes. 2 traps at center of Zone C no longer open in all game mode. All game mode. Grug like all game mode. Oh, the 2 traps at extremities of Capture Zone C will only open when either team falls on a sudden death for the first time. Oh, okay. Interesting. There are now newly added ladders that create a new path for capturing Zone A. Woo! Ladders! That's what we needed. I don't know. I guess it makes better rotations from mid to A, but I don't trust ladders in For Honor. I really don't. It might be a playable map in the competitive map pool now. We'll have to see. It's still probably too small for that, but yeah, I'll be optimistic. And then, yeah, other than bug fixes, I'm pretty sure that's the end of the patch notes. So, what do I think about these upcoming changes? I think these are the best changes to overall For Honor since Season 5 reworks. And I think this is going to change the way For Honor is played in a lot of ways. And it's going to be a lot more skill dependent in terms of how you defend yourself. It's not going to be like, lol, I'm going to do one maneuver and negate your whole moveset. Hopefully. There still might be instances of that. Somebody will find something, maybe, that will completely change that. Hopefully these are all they need at the moment. Things I'm disappointed not to see is Hitakiri hyper armor changes, some nerfed punishes for like Shinobi, Lawbringer, etc. Like the aforementioned Nobushi changes with the faint lights, and I think they even got rid of hidden stance heavy. I don't know how that would shoehorn into their ideal finishing product of Nobushi. I don't think it would interfere with that. So yeah, I think there's still more work for them to do, but this right now is a really good step forward. It's really too far into the game for anyone really to care, but I'm just happy it's here because I'm playing the game right now, and I want to keep playing the game, and this will keep me playing the game. And for that, I thank you, Ubisoft, for once. For once, though. You're not going to get any more praise from me until you do something else. Alright? But good job this time. And thank you all for watching. Peace.